To register for In-Play Bet Club, visit exponentialbet.co.uk. When you visit the site, select In-Play Bet Club from the main menu. You'll find more information with latest results, details of what's included, what to expect, what you need, and the rules of membership. All you do is you select register here, and then when spaces become available to join the In-Play Bet Club, I'll send you an email to let you know. If you are invited to join, you'll be sent a link. Follow the link and enter the password that'll be given to you in the email to enter this page. On this page, you can choose what tier level you'd like to select for In-Play Bet Club. Now, this is not a recurring subscription, it's a one-off membership. It will not renew. You receive an email when we've reached your point target profit for whatever tier level that you joined. It'll depend on the amount of money that you make, but all the different tier levels have a 12-point profit. Any questions on this, just let me know. But hopefully it's quite self-explanatory, and you can see in the results on the In-Play Bet Club page how this works, being a fixed liability bet. Now, if you do choose Tier 3, Tier 2, or Tier 1, let's choose Tier 1 in this example, you'd pay for your membership fee. When you paid your membership fee, you receive an email which will confirm the membership. You'll also get an email from PayPal confirming the sale. Now, I'd just like to reiterate, this isn't a recurring membership, it's a one-off payment. This will not renew. You'll just get an email from me when the target profit has been met with the option to rejoin the service. So when you've joined, you receive an email. That'll look like this. This is the In-Play Bet Club Tier 1. Now with the email, there'll be a link. If you click on the link, it'll take you to this page. You just download the Cloud BetBot guide, and if you open the guide, you have a very straightforward setup and how to register the bot and make it available to commence betting for you automatically. Pretty self-explanatory, and in here you'll see how to access the In-Play Bet Club, which will now be available under your services after you've decided to join. When you follow the instructions in the guide, you'll have your In-Play Bet Club page here within the bot. Now, as we're using Tier 1, you see here that this is set for £25. Now I can set the liability on the bet at any amount, £25 or less. You see here I've changed it to £10, £15, put it back to £25. But if I try to set the liability over £25, say at £30, it'll just reset it back to £25. Say at £100, same thing. So if you joined on Tier 3, for example, you'd be able to set the stake in at any amount, £100, below £100, but not above £100. The bot will just not allow it. So with the bot set back to £25 max stake, let me give you an example of how it works with me placing live in-running bets using BetMover and how these are placed within Cloud BetBot for the In-Play Bet Club. So we joined this race quite late on, just a couple of hurdles left to go, and the horse I'm hovering over, it's a long road, number 1, in the 7 minutes past 3 at Sedgefield on the 9th of Feb. The horse has been jumping out to the right predominantly throughout the race, and the metrics point towards this being potentially a good lay bet. At the moment, it's in the lead, and obviously BetMover is quite a bit ahead of the video stream here. I was trying a new video provider to see if it was any better than the Betfair live stream. And it definitely wasn't. It was miles behind. Anyway, the actual bet itself goes on there, and you can see the horse has just started falling back. It's not completely out the running, but over the last fence you'll see why I laid it, because it jumps out to the right again, and the fancied horse, the favourite in this case, actually goes on to win quite easily. Just needs to make it over the last fence, and then the horse has been jumping out to the right, continues to do so, and it's a profitable lay bet overall at odds of 3.15. So yeah, that was quite good value for money. Going over to Cloud BetBot, you can see for the in-play bet club, the bet itself was copied at exactly the same odds in this instance, with the stake liability set at £25. In the second race, I'm tracking another horse, Wildfire Warrior, and the horse would have actually made it a great lay bet if it had got on earlier. It dropped to about odds of 7 from memory, but as you can see here, it's just drifting out at this point in the race, and I've left it too late. This is the next day, by the way, on the 10th of February, later in the afternoon. Now, I did have a second choice horse earmarked, Salvados, the number 3 horse, and you can see there I've hit the lay button a little bit further in the race. The reason being is it didn't have the easiest of run. It was never looking likely. It was always looking according to the metrics like it had to work harder later in the race, and that definitely proved to be the case as the race unfolds. Again, skipping ahead, you can see the two top horses in the market going on, and they look likely, unless they fall at the final hurdle, to be finishing first and second, with Salvados back in third place. Now, just before I skip over to Cloud BetBot, really just to let you know, the reason I've blurred the metrics is because I am releasing an in-play bet guide, and I'll be going into great detail into my decision making using BetMover and just using the video stream with general software. So that's why. Now, if we skip over to Cloud BetBot at the end of that race, you can see that the bet went on. It was roughly around about the same odds. I think after I actually placed the bet, it did shorten in price beyond that as well. So there would have been plenty of money around and plenty of value on that horse. And also I do lay at L2 to create more of an offset to make sure there's more money available in the market for people. Okay, I hope you found that useful. Thank you for watching. Cheers.